No wit introduction then.
No, we don't do wit.
That's a shame.
That looks like a death to me, Bob.
Well, he really took one to the head.
Hello, Bloodstains! Week 10
Whoop.
here. Oh boy. What a fun one this has been.
Yes.
Not for Willem though. Willem's had a terrible week.
It was a bit of a crunch one for a few teams, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was not fun for certain teams.
We'll analyse the league
even-
later. But of course, it's a couple of teams are no longer in qualifying positions. But yeah, let's jump into it with
I don't even think I'm in qualifying position for the wooden spoon anymore.
No, you've got nothing. Anyway,
I've got nothing.
the only thing that's been decided is Chris made a bad choice with his team. On the subject of Chris, Willem, tell us why we don't have any highlights here.
Because I didn't do them on Wednesday or Thursday because I had a test on Monday and I had a test on Tuesday, so I was not enthused to do literally anything. And when I tried to do stuff on Friday, it all collapsed because technology is hard. So no recaps. But I have watched this game about 5 times now, so I can probably give a pretty accurate recap at this point.
So there was highlights. It wasn't a case of there was nothing happening in the game then.
No, there was actually genuinely interesting things happening.
That's news to me because I thought it was quite a boring game.
Well, I mean, it was, but I have to pretend, right?
That's a low scoreline. I was expecting something crazy on this game.
So was
Yeah.
Dodge was working and he made a couple of dubious one dice.
Yeah, so speaking of which, so it starts off, I should also mention at this point, very important addition is the ball and chain star player, which will come into play in a second.
What did he pick? Because he had like 1,000 gold for endurance.
Yeah.
Fez, halfling chef, which made 4 rerolls, which means it was a good chef. What else? Bribe, I think, maybe?
Wizard. There was a bribe and a wizard.
Wizard. Which he forgot to use, so I had to remind him that he's got a wizard still and he hasn't used it.
Yeah, did use it quite late. Back passes it to the other thrower, who then proceeds to move up into a bit of a cage. Fez tries to do Fez things, but just sort of goes around in a circle, as is normal for Fez. Does hit a couple of players. One of your players gets blocked 4 times in the first turn, but the dodge makes it so that they just keep moving around. It was beautiful elfness. Third turn for Callum. Busts open the cage, gets 2 players next to the ball. Chris decides to just ignore this. Smacks open a hole. Again, makes a couple of dubious one dices with like goblins without block. But that's fine. I think he also missed the fact that one of your players had guard. Makes a hole, runs the thrower through the hole after succeeding on a dodge, which was risky, but I can see where it was coming from. You just apply a little bit of pressure, but you're not actually able to base the ball carrier, especially with so many of your players based. Then Chris decides on his turn 4 to just ignore the fact that you have threats on the 3 free threats on the ball and just punches some elves with players without block, in very risky positions. Has to burn a reroll to make sure that the turn isn't over, and then after 4 blocks, of which none were armor breaks, decides to finally touchdown. Turn 4 touchdown, relatively simple. Hands off, passes, runs down the pitch with the catcher, does either 2 go for it or 3 go for it, basically completely out of the range of the Underworld team moved back up the pitch. And I think that's it.
I'm pretty sure I
No.
scored this half.
You did score. I'm trying to remember how you scored now.
I'm
I
not-
think there was just some elf shenanigans blocking the ball, such. I do remember Chris trying to throw a goblin at you at like turn 7, turn 8, which was quite humorous. The landing failed. But Halfling MasterChef does another 2-2, which was quite nice. Good to see Halfling MasterChef actually doing things, even though it is categorically the worst inducement. Callum goes for the standard 2-1, so sort of secures the ball, doesn't really push too hard. Fez does Fez things and manages to knock himself out because joy is me.
The joy of Lona.
The joy of Lona, as you are sort of screening quite effectively, and then throughout the later part of the half, just pushing, sudden aggressive push down the, I believe it was the right flank. Again, Chris tries to do some 1-dices and dodges to try and get near the ball. Actually succeeds in getting a 2-dice on the ball. Ball carrier goes down. However, there is not enough players to support. Through a couple of turns, the Underworld get pushed back away from the ball, pick up the ball, score, turn 16, I believe it was.
Yeah. I would have tried to score.
A lot of desperation plays from the Underworld, but it's kind of understandable when like you're so outskilled at that point with not in terms of like player skill, or sorry, in coach skill, like the actual players themselves just being everyone has dodge and everyone has block and there's a strength 4 block edge up nonsense elf going around.
Yeah.
It's hard enough to beat the Wood Elves when you have got the tools, and when you haven't got the tools to beat them, it's nearly impossible, isn't it?
Mm.
Basically.
I would have gone for more because obviously I had the significant skill advantage, but unfortunately I just wasn't getting the armor breaks, and Chris was. That's how it felt at least, but on the pitch, so that's how it was in my mind. Obviously, as you can see over here, it's actually quite even. But
Yeah, I just think that's a lot more of that was stuns.
let's put it out there: 9 armor breaks, 3 casualties. 11 armor breaks,
Oh.
0 casualties.
Okay, yeah, no. I think it was just unimportant goblins that got hit. Oh no! Oh yes, there was that one time where he, where I think it was a goblin with 2 heads got an injury. Chris decided to use his apothecary on that, and then later I think it was a blitzer with a niggling,
Who cares?
or at least it was
He shouldn't
one of
care
the
about the blitz
rats.
with the niggle. He shouldn't care about the blitz with the niggle.
Yeah, but you wasted your apothecary on a 2-headed goblin. I don't understand that choice. They're easy to
Yeah, I wouldn't have
acquire.
used that.
Mm.
Yeah. Blitzers are so much more important, aren't they?
Yeah.
It might have been a line rat, but still, like, it's a goblin. You can get more.
I mean, I don't think the blitzer has that blitzer with niggle has apothecary privileges anymore. But let's look at the teams. Well, look at what we got level up wise. No level ups here. Neville, the guard lineman, got missed next game.
That's the one that got injured. Wasn't a blitzer with Niggle.
Mick Jr.'s got himself a SPP, Protestant touchdown, and the MVP, because of course he did a bit of an SPP for that guy. Diamond the thrower.
Yeah.
Gets 2 from hurting someone. A thrower without
No,
block or tackle.
pass.
Ugh.
Who was the guy at the top?
Fez.
Oh, right, yeah, okay.
No, it wasn't an injury. It was 2 passes because they didn't get any casualties this game.
I
It
count
was 2
3
passes.
casualties, but okay. Or
No, that's on your side.
Okay. Oh. But yeah, obviously no level ups for them. Then we go to Brown Hides.
Yeah, they didn't injure you.
Yeah. Now we go for my team. We've got Reese, who's got himself a level up from 2 touchdowns. Got Orville, Orville getting 2 passes, I would assume.
Mhm.
Yes, 2
Oh,
passes.
we'll go a couple.
5 SPP for Danny the Fowler. For
Danny got knocked out like super early by Fez, so
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure.
Right. Yep.
Steve's still yet to get himself a level up, and they really need to get that tackle by the playoffs, ideally.
Hopefully.
One more game.
One more game, one more chance against our value 7 all over. So we'll see.
Why are you so desperate to get tackle? Who you expecting to meet? You know, it's all bash teams pretty much up there.
Yes, but when your opponents have Blodge, it's very annoying trying to get Hugh in that position.
Okay.
Yeah, because Spikebot's been a bit uncooperative, we are going to go straight back to season 15, and go to the next game, and we are going to utilize archaic technologies to look at the teams at the end.
Right.
So now we've got the Goodies versus the Claws. You're going to hear more of Willem's voice. How about it, Willem?
All right then.
That's better.
So, the Ghoulies have the inducement money. They take a wizard and Wilhelm Cheney, which I do love good old Wilhelm. Especially useful considering the strength 4, considering you're going up against Rod's Claws, which is not only has a full roster of Chaos Warriors, but also has an extra Chaos Warrior that they should not have with horns and more movement. Kill that thing with fire.
He spent his own money to get Cheney, and I was gutted when I see he bought Cheney. I thought it was going to wreck my team.
Down. So first turn was basically wasted, unfortunately, which kind of sucks.
Did he get KO'd? I can't remember, or was that the next turn?
No, I think you're right. He did actually get KO'd. Like basically turn 1, turn 2. Which was quite unfortunate, and he actually spent most of the game KO'd, so that was quite a lot of money wasted, unfortunately. Claws take advantage and just slowly push up.
Do you think Liam was a bit too aggressive with his werewolf, like putting him into my territory so I could just beat him up, or do you think it's justified with the wizard?
I'll get to that bit. We're not quite there yet.
Oh.
No, that's fine. All right. So, claws push up. Not too aggressively, but still quite forcefully. Still keeping in own half, which was quite surprising. The necromantic try and meet, but they don't have the strength advantage, and they don't even have the player advantage at this point. So they're trying to pick off certain players, but just not really working. The werewolves try and flank, which I can see why. Like, you have the speed advantage, you're going to try and get round, but with the horns and with the warriors in free positions, the werewolves get pretty smacked pretty quickly, and I think one of them actually gets injured, and the regen fails, which is big sad. But I mean, what do you expect? It's regen. It doesn't exist.
That's what I was getting at. I think he kept Boris back because Boris was a big target for me. But when he brought that werewolf into my half, I think he was just always going to die. He was by himself. He didn't have any backup.
The Ghoulies are rapidly losing players at this point. Like, actually, quite a few knockouts and casualties. Couple regen successes, which is nice for them, but they are just hemorrhaging numbers. The Claws remain sort of in their own half, or just barely in the opponent's half, and just keep pushing up. Couple of good, like 2-dice opportunities and trying to get near the ball. I think there was one point where where Liam actually manages to base the ball with a player, however, has no support, so just immediately gets bashed off. So, touchdown, turn 8. After Liam's Liam did try good defense, just didn't get very successful, especially with players down. For the Ghoulies, it's now on them to attack. Kickoff return, Ghoul tries to catch it. Oh, at this point, every single one of the Ghoulies, outside of a single Ghoul, is on the line. Clearly trying to be very aggressive at this point.
Desperation.
Ball is quite far back, and the catch fails. Ignores the ball for the second, tries to bash on the line, which does actually work, and gets both a casualty and a knockout with the first 2 blocks, which was very nice to see. However, they were on unimportant beastmen. Very, very aggressive push. So the ghoul in the backfield picks up the ball, runs it up, hands it off to, I believe it was Boris, and then Boris proceeds to sprint down the flank, using both the Gopher at only 3 spaces away from the end zone. The only other free player, however, is a Ghoul, even with sidestep, the surf is inevitable. So therefore,
gets
sort of goes
surfed off.
around and tries to provide a screen.
believe
There was an injury. It might have either been just a knockout or just a substitutes. Ball bounces like 3 times, but ends up quite close to the Claws touchdown line. However, with basically no ghoulies in scoring range, with most of the werewolves being gone and the only ghoul left being stunned, I think. There's no real chance. Down the field, ghoulies can't do much at this point. Try and make some blocks, but an unfortunate series of pushes kind of hampers that. And then finally, there was a risky handoff from the Claws to get the touchdown. Had to burn a reroll on it.
Yeah, I was just trying to get the the SPP on the players that needed it. Because I was 1-0 up, it wasn't as if I was going to lose.
Yeah, fair.
But yeah, let's look at these stats. We can see quite an interesting possession difference here. 68 possession, obviously,
Yeah.
win the game. You're out bashing them completely. Quite good dice for quite good result for 35 blocks. Considering.
He made me sack someone. I had a block Beastman that got, I can't remember what, minus AV, I think it was.
Oh, yeah,
So
obviously
I sacked him, yeah.
Yeah. Let's look down the teams. We can see Strong has got themselves level up. That's going to be interesting to be able to have a look at. And then we've got Universal Credits also got themselves a level up. That seems pretty obvious, doesn't it?
Dirty player, yeah.
Dirty player, unless it's double, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Kick maybe, because you don't have any kick on that team.
Yeah, maybe kick, but probably dirty player. Because he hasn't got dirty
Yeah.
player either. Looking at the claws, no level ups for you, but Aldebaran is going to get sacked, as you've already said. Not getting rid of the dirty player beast.
That didn't happen this game. That was a previous game.
And you chose to keep him.
I've only got one dirty player. Even at movement 5, he's handy.
Fair enough. 120 cash in hand. Obviously, that's going to be a little bit less now that you've purchased a Beastman, but we'll see what happens.
I'm not going to see a Minotaur in the finals. Big sad.
Big sad, no Minotaur. Well, unless Dan changes his mind.
In fact, I don't think we're actually going to see any big guys outside of the tree, which is
that'd be fun.
very
Very big guy
unfortunate.
being the tree, and I hate trees. Right then. Back to the next one. On to the next game. Finally, we have some highlights.
Yay!
Right then.
I did
That's
mine late last night as well. I sort of got substituted in at the last minute.
Yeah.
And I normally get Friday. I'm normally home by like sort of 1-2 o'clock, but I ended up having a late day, so I've ended up rushing them late last night. But hopefully, I've covered all the important stuff. So, throw it, fun boys, against the River City Belly Busters.
Busters.
Oh, I thought it was Belly. So Belly
Belly
Busters
Busters.
sounds better.
He's French.
All right, this bit here. So, I was expecting Matt to keep his Edge 5 guy ready to receive the ball once he takes the hit on it, but he moves the Edge 5 guy back, if I remember rightly. I think he's concentrating too much on getting players beneath the ball rather than to the side of the ball, and he's obviously going to try a bit blitz on the ball carrier. And I thought, if you keep your Agility 5 guy for the recovery, that makes sense. But he sort of moved him into no man's land there. It didn't make any sense at all. So the ball bounces to...
Much more nuance and highlights than I've done this week.
Yeah, so look, 3 tackle zones. No, 2 tackle zones. So that would have been a 3+ pickup. that right?
No, it's only one
Yeah,
tackle
3+.
zone, so it's a 4+ because it's the rain and on top of one tackle zone.
And look at
Yeah.
this for a fireball. This wasn't no ordinary fireball. This is like
Oh, this is a super
bloody
fireball.
comet strike, isn't it? You know.
Oh,
Wow.
those are the sort of fireballs my opponents get.
And then
We
on
haven't
the
seen one of
blocks-
those this league, I don't think.
These are the best fireballs I've seen for a long time. So the first block KOs somebody. So another removal.
What
And then
a
the blitz.
turn.
Good play, actually. Good play with getting everybody off the ball. And just he's turned a position that could have been hard into a decent position for himself. And Matt's just got no recovery options at all now. He's got what 3 or 4 people off the pitch.
Yeah, like it's kind of hard.
Bottom with the ball pickup, I like it. Let's
Yeah.
just get rid of the witch elves.
Just a sun.
Yeah, well. Yeah, that's definitely worth a reroll.
Yeah, damn right. That
Yeah.
could have gone anywhere.
Oh, your transitions. Oh, that's beautiful.
Lovely. Yeah, he chose 2 tackle mercs, which tackle's good. I'd have preferred maybe 2 wrestle guys rather than 2 tackle guys. I'm not sure. I think tackle works really well when you've got block or wrestle. So when it's just tackle, it's not as good. But look, it was a well-controlled drive in the end after that fireball for a turn 8 touchdown.
Yeah, I wouldn't have gone with tackle.
Nice.
I would have. I think I agree. Wrestle would have been a better choice if you're trying to remove pieces.
If you're trying to do position stuff, tackle turns a 2+ with a reroll into still a 2+, which is pretty good. I would have gone with diving tackle personally, but
He missed a surf here.
You can't do diving tackle because of linewoman.
do they not have edge access?
They are human linemen.
Ah, what nonsense. Anyway,
Oh, here's where he misses the surf opportunity. He could have surfed the witch,
So
but instead he blocks with the wrong person. I would have blitzed with that person coming in and pushed the witch diagonal left top,
yeah.
and then just surf the witch off. He missed opportunity there.
Well, so then the sub isn't.
it might be trying to conserve the blitz, like because whilst getting players removed is very fun, you gotta also make sure that you still have that blitz when you need it.
I mean, the Dark Elves don't have the ability to score in one turn, so he could have afforded the surf.
So Matt's up on this side, and
Less opportunity cost against Dark Elves than, say, Rats or Wood Elves.
that was a 1 dice block there to try to free up some area. Stab doing its thing.
That's a rare occurrence.
Yeah. Stab was pretty good. I didn't
Oh.
catch them all, but Stab was pretty good. And I like the way he's trying to switch sides here. Which he...
Assassins doing
does.
assassin things, always very nice.
The amount you're scrolling through this, it's like you've watched the game twice and you know what you're looking for.
Me.
Yeah.
I did watch it live, but I did record it a good few days later. But I generally just skip through the action until something happens, and then rewind it, and then watch it, and then try to record it. That was a dump off, failed.
Yeah.
That was a 3+ dump off, and it's put the ball in a bit of a dodgy spot for him. Matt didn't have too much luck in this game. He really didn't. Sort of, that fireball destroying his team.
Story of Matt's season.
Yeah, he was a bit downbeat after this game because Matt had a chance of getting into the playoff positions with this game.
He still does have a chance of getting into the playoffs. It's a very small chance.
Yeah, it's like an 8 touchdown differential now or something. So so the ball's on the floor. He's trying his best to push it, and what a catch there.
Very nice
so
to see.
It's only turn 11, so I think Matt's idea is try to score quick and then try to score again.
Transition.
Amazon saying no. There's not much tackle on Matt's team, which obviously is unfortunate against Amazons.
Yeah. Trying to move the ball. I can see the red dice. I like it.
Yeah, he didn't have
trying to
many
get the ball.
options, did he? So it's just a case of let's just chance it with a reroll and then see what happens afterwards. So he's
Might
got the
consider following up on that one because you could have changed most of the other catcher.
Yeah, actually. Good point. Yeah, just trying to get more people on the ball, get more Dark Elves away from the ball.
So the Dark Elves shifted over quickly, while the Amazons took a little bit longer to shift their defense over. But that was what I was.
Yeah. Oof, more
another
injuries.
removal.
Not Diogo, Red Spike.
There was a death
And
for the
another one was
Belbusses. I didn't see that.
Yeah, I think I skipped the death, or it's about to come up. I remember there being a death.
Oh, sorry, I was just looking at the sidelines. There is definitely a death. I just don't know when it happened.
So it looks like that's either a rookie blitz or a lineman or a block, which means it's not really a big deal.
Yeah.
But the ball being on the sideline is a 3+ minimum pickup. Players around it, turns running out. That's unfortunate.
It's a different transition every time.
Yeah,
I know.
I've been trying different things out actually, and seeing which ones look nice and etc. And I'm doing all different transitions for the other one as well.
Ooh, that one. I didn't like that one. That one was a bit disorientating.
Well, I won't do that one. But lots of men round the ball. Matt just needs to roll sixes just to draw, you know.
And that's that
right,
one.
I was going to say what happened there. So yeah, Matt could have played better in all honesty, but he didn't have the dice. And I think it was solid play from the Amazons with all that guard and blodge and you name it. It was a tough game for both of them, but a really good win for the Amazons. Yeah, really good win.
As I was saying, that's been the story of Matt's season. He could have played slightly better, but the dice said no.
Yeah, yeah, fair point.
Well, yeah, you can see that 15 armor breaks, 5 KOs, 1 casualty. And the other round, 10 armor breaks, 3 KOs, and a death. Oh, armor value 7 at its finest.
Oh dear.
So stats, obviously, possession is key when it comes to winning games, and obviously the Dark Elves don't have the ability to score with 18% possession. They really need a little bit more than that, don't they? Yeah.
Yeah. It was, as I say, just a solid performance from the Amazons. Just guard and blodge everywhere just makes it a nightmare if you're not removing, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a...
And with that fireball as well, that was a game changer. I think that fireball.
Yeah, Matt didn't have the skills to defeat the Zons, and obviously a bit of help from Nuffle would be appreciated. Yeah, look down at the teams. Let's look at the Fun Boys. Any level ups with them? Nope. Axel Gold and Bronze getting 5 SPP for being the MVP for just sitting in the back.
Yeah, doing nothing all game.
The 1 pass from Sophia Marbles. Interesting piece to pass with, but I get it. And then if we look at the Bellbusters, we've got a Niggle. 8k in the bank. Probably a player you would be considering replacing.
Death on a 10 SPP lineman. Not the end of the world, is it?
Yeah, lineman block, nah. It's nothing special. But yeah, definitely that needs to be replaced because Niggle is not good. Never good.
Yeah.
Niggle plus armor 7 equals dead, soon to be dead player.
Yeah, I'd sack that now.
Especially with 8k about you can replace that.
Yeah, probably. Maybe saving it for something, but yeah, no, I would just replace.
They're not in the playoffs. They're not getting there, so.
I don't like two throwers on Amazon team myself anyway.
I'll tell you why he's gone for 2 throws. Because the first throw he's committing to the Hail Mary pass play.
Okay.
That is fair. I don't like 2 throwers on any team, to be honest. If you got a thrower, build it as a thrower and just use it. But I can see Yennis Hail Mary pass. I do appreciate the.
I'll explain why Pro Elves should have the thrower, because Leader is useful and Pro Elf
True.
throwers are better value for money than Pro Elf linemen.
That is
Yeah.
true.
Fair
Because
point.
it's 10k more for 20k worth of skill.
That is true.
But yeah.
Top tips from Callum.
Top tips from Callum.
Top tips. We should make a podcast.
I mean, I did win with Pro Elves, I guess. But let's jump on to the next game. What is the next game? I think we know what the next game is.
Wrong week.
Wrong week.
That is the wrong week.
There we are. The Vermin versus the Nurgle She Wrote, which is...
Yeah.
Who did
When
we
I
go
watched
to this?
me.
Hmm.
So Alistair takes 2 babes, an Apo, and he has 3 loners. And at the beginning, you're seeing this rat going to get fouled, I can imagine, we shall see.
Oh well. Big guy
So-
big guy doing the thing that big guys do, which is be bait.
Yeah. Ball carrier, little exposed. Not much, but a little exposed. So I think he should deal with that by moving the Pestigore just to the left.
I mean, if you didn't follow up with that, where the screen's gone green.
End.
There we are. Hello?
Yeah, that's it.
I definitely.
So-
There's a fireball option there, right there.
So fouling with no bribe.
Yeah.
How about that?
Bold, ambitious, fireball, surely. No? No fireball, okay. I just know what
Yeah.
Dauntless
Yeah,
gutter runner, strip ball, and what
all
else
the
we
good
got?
stuff.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
what that's what they're
Wrestle.
for. If you got wrestle, dauntless, strip ball,
Let's get that
Kind
ball
of.
and get it out there.
their purpose. Oh.
Got to re-roll that. Yeah, got to re-roll that.
That is quite unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wild animal working when it's just a stand up. Hello.
And he gets a few guys around the ball here as well, so
Yeah, that's quite nice. Ooh, love it. Love the transition.
that was a good one, wasn't it? I like that one.
That was a good one.
That was a good one.
Oh,
yeah, it's
oh, oh.
That
The
was
transitions,
that
the
was
transitions are better in the
disorientating.
game. Okay, so what we got? Is he going to surf him? Has he blitzed already? Oh, he just floors him instead. Oh,
Yeah.
ball carrier hit. Ball carrier down.
But where's the ball
Yeah.
going? Where's the ball going?
We could see it scatter. Oh,
2/3
lightning squeak.
2/3 of the times it's favourable. That's favourable for the. That's favourable for
uh,
the.
He's going to get that. Oh, he doesn't even
Yeah,
try. He just
that's-
flips it off.
Quite nice.
Oh, I've seen this one. I know what happens next. Ooh.
It's gone very glitchy.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah. He leaps over
Doesn't like it when I
And
don't
then-
your once.
and then dodges into the ball and then gets away. Edge 5 guy doing Edge 5 things.
I mean, everything was 2+. One thing was a bit of 3+.
Bad rats.
Nice foul on the rat coming up. Oh, we don't get to see. It's a send off.
It's a send off.
But Alistair basically.
Send off on this. That was bad. That was bad. That was bad. I should feel ashamed.
So where Alistair
Um,
nicked the ball, Alistair just was running round the back, just staying out of the way, and he ended up feeling like he needed to score on turn 6 or 7 there. So he has to take a few more hits on the line. Right, bad play, total bad play here. Ball's exposed. First thing he's doing is frenzy wild animal guy with no block.
Yeah, Alistair, you should know better.
Yeah, bloody hell, man.
Make your safe plays first.
Disappointed with that play, but it all pays off, so not the end of the world. But you're 1-0 up, starting the second half, and you could end up just drawing the game just over that move there. So yeah, bad play, L. Even though you won 3-0.
I don't think the download plus epic transitions is working very well.
Well, I think
transitions.
you need to go and buy a new PC, okay?
Oh yeah, it's clearly not your download. It's clearly not the download. The fact that I have
It
to
wa-
download these.
It works okay when I send them to Matt, so it's obviously your PC.
Clearly.
Right, surf. Oh, no surf again. What's going on? Why don't people like surfing?
Because it's risky.
But it's really good play. It's like removing players.
It's
You can
optimal.
remove players, yes, but again, it takes more players and more commitment to get surf than it does to just, knock them down.
He's going to score instead. 2 go for it's needed. 1.
He's already put in his reroll, so I would
Tripwire. Oh.
He bottled it.
He bet
So
his
he's going to
reroll, I wouldn't
take a
touch
mighty blow hit. Oh, take a mighty blow hit.
Come on.
Mate it.
What do I say?
Yeah, obviously you score. There's no way Nergo scoring 2 in this.
I think he stalled it for a few more turns. Or did he score? I can't
There's
remember.
no point. There's no point stalling here.
Yeah, I would have scored, I think. I missed a touchdown. He's 2-0 up. So, sorry, I missed a touchdown somewhere along the line. And it ends 3-0.
Raw glitches.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Oh, well. Hey, at least you had a recap.
Yeah, but overall, it was Rats doing Rats things, and Disturbing Presence wasn't really coming into it. He was playing around that. It was good play from Alistair overall. Stalling when he needed to, and just getting the ball and rolling dice at the right times, and it paid off for him. So yeah, unlucky Leon. When Rats play like that, it's hard to stop them.
62% rat possession. Now here's the question: is that high or low for Rats when it comes to possession to touchdown ratio?
He was stalling for at least 2 drives where he just had the ball and just running it from side to side at the end, so that can take up a lot of possession there.
Yeah,
that'll sway the stats a little.
54 blocks for Nurgle.
19
on. Yeah.
5 KOs, 3 KOs, 2 send-offs. But the only stat that matters is that one at the top, 3-0 to the Rats. Good job, Al.
Yeah.
And that ruins Leon's chances of playoffs, is that right?
Yeah, he is 1 point away from... He is out of mathematical opportunity. But he can still ruin it for others.
That's a good point.
That's always fun.
Right, let's do it on the teams. Got a level up for Eugene Genocide. That'll be exciting. No, it won't. I think we all know what's going to happen there.
Ugh.
And then on the other side, we've got a wild sheep chase. Ooh.
I would keep the team for next season.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Leap.
Leap? That's
No,
a
sure hands.
No, cage breaker. Leap.
No, he's your ball carrier. Sure hands.
Is he? What's about Oliver Twist? It's like we've got 2 ball carriers here.
Yeah, you got the 2 arms. Go leap. Break the cage.
I think that needs to be a sapping piece. I think that needs to be strip ball.
Really? All right. I like the difference in opinion, but I would just make that sure hands and just your 2 hands guy. You don't need him anymore. He's just your backup
I would
carrier.
give the 2 hands short hands and then go with the edge up again. If you can't get leap, get strip ball. Yeah.
One of the things you find with Nurgle is your drives are really slow, and generally towards the end of your drive, you're having to do go for it's and stuff, maybe dodges, and that's why I'm thinking him being the ball carrier, being edge 4. That's my thinking behind it. But he would be a good cage breaker as well.
Yeah. No, because if you get that double, you got leap. That's going to be hilarious.
Yeah. If I had H4,
it's going to be great
first,
because you got horns.
Yeah, he's got horns. If I had Edge 4 first, I'd have probably taken Wrestle rather than Block if you wanted him to be a cage breaker.
Yeah. Alright, right. Well, let's jump into the next game. There we are. Here we go. Let's have a look at this.
So many fucking 1 dices. It is incredible, and they all work.
Well, yeah, because a 1 dice for a 12 is basically a 2+.
Yeah.
It's just really irritating.
I mean, most of this game is just the chores moving out field.
And kicking skinks on the way, yeah?
Yep. Miss next game because that's what I need.
Oh,
Double
Lona works.
skull! Yay, Lona works though because the croc score is the best. No argument. The croc score is just the best.
That's good play from Dan.
Yeah, I try and get near the ball, but yep, more removals because more removals is more good. Woo.
I mean, it was a good game by Dan.
Oh yeah, no, Dan played well. It's just lots of one dices, lots of removals made it just hard.
I do like what was coming up. Turn 6 gets another foul in. Most of this game is just I took a leaf out of Liam's book and thought I'd just show the fouls.
Most of them were removals as well.
Like fouling every turn.
Yeah.
Yep.
And finally, Smuck's left.
Finally,
There's a bit of a mercy, and then the cheeky skink with two dice against. Man, if that scattered out, you would be very smug.
I would have been, but oh well, it was not to be. I actually wanted a push just to try and give myself 2 turns instead of 1 to score, but didn't have that luxury.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I get what your logic was there. Actually, yeah. I don't think it would have worked because they would have scored anyway. It bounces over to the next turn.
Yeah, it does.
So you would lose a turn instead of gain a turn.
True.
And does that source get surfed next turn?
No, because Willem does something stupid.
Okay.
I don't do something stupid.
Look at the skink, just in hurting position.
Look at the 5+ dodge that worked.
Break tackle,
That shouldn't
though, yeah?
happen.
Oh, no break tackle.
No break tackle.
No break
So-
tackle. Just 5+ dodge because why not?
So I'm not
And-
sure why
Oh, and
you didn't. So you see the skink that's on the ground, Willem?
yeah.
I'm not sure why you didn't re-roll that skink's dodge or go for it.
What's skink? That
The
skink
skink
was
that
fine.
was on the ground last turn, but when he made the dodge. Because if you have
I wanted to conserve free rolls because I was doing risky things. Oh, just makes another 5+ dodge because dwarves are known for dodging, right? Nonsense.
That's his agility 1 ball.
Yep.
With no tackle, Ian, and he's got an agility 2 ball with tackle, which he could have used instead. So
I tried the 1 dice, but my 1 dices don't seem to work.
The 2 dice against work. But yeah, yes, he removes the skink basing, and of course we know where that ball's going, and you can see it's already gone upfield.
It's the 5+ dodges.
Pretty good summary of this game, pure massacre.
Yeah, and dodges. Oh, and more fouls because what needs to happen now is more fouling. And more removals.
Oh, is that your Edge 4 one? It is, isn't it?
Yep, so obviously
Yeah, this is
happened.
why I conserved my apothecary because I saw that coming.
Gee.
Like there was a niggling injury, not dodge, diving tackle skink, but I was like, nah. Something like that was going to happen eventually.
Yeah, well saved.
Yeah. Apothecary discipline is something I've lacked in some games recently, but look at those possession stats. Oof.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's a one-sided game.
Yes.
That is.
Mm.
I just want to point out 2 5+ dodges, both of which succeeded by rolling 6s.
I could put some chips on. I could have some chips with that.
Yeah, you could. like I can't do anything against that. Like you can't really do much when they suddenly have the ball.
That's a scary team. Just I've got to play them
Yeah.
next week, and I'm not looking forward to the game at all.
No.
You do like seeing ghosts here. I think you've got the skills to win that game.
Yeah, but I'm more worried about facing like somebody with half a team in the semi-finals. That's what I'm more worried about, because I could win the game, but only 2 or 3 of my best players not play. So yeah, it's gonna be tough. I might just run away the whole game. We'll see. We'll talk about that another day.
No, you can afford to, actually, can't you? Anyway, looking down at the IDF, we've got a level up for Bone Catcher, Rookie Hobgoblin. I think the obvious choice here is Kick or Dirty Player. Is anyone going to disagree on that?
Kick. I would disagree on the or. Just go for Kick because you already have Dirty Player.
But more Dirty Player.
Yeah, more Dirty
but
Player.
you don't have any Kick, and Kick is like one of the nicest skills to have for a defensive team because you can control your defense.
Yeah, or start making a secondary ball carrier.
Yeah.
You could do that.
Would you have taken the movement up on the Dirty Player? Suppose it makes sense.
Yeah.
I think we took lessons from when Barry did it and said yes.
Okay.
It allows you to get to much better positions.
I mean, remember, I've got movement 7 fouling piece as well.
Yeah.
I completely
fair
agree with
point.
What else?
Fouling.
What else with fouling? It's just makes me shiver.
Anyway, let's look at the Frog Stomp. Have we got any level ups for you? Yep, Pure Massacre for laying on the floor a lot. Gets themselves the MVP.
Mm-hmm.
You took.
Because he is best boy.
I wonder what you took for that. Don't tell us. What would you go with, Rob?
Great tackle.
I'd go with Stand Firm, but yeah, fair enough. So I wouldn't be blitzing with Pure Massacre. I'd be doing stand in the way, please.
Oh, also I want to point out, Slibley spent most of the game off.
Yeah, in the KO box.
Yeah, which was very irritating considering I paid a lot of money for him.
But yeah, we've got Miss next game. Got a niggle for Acid Rain. Well, I guess that's his career over.
I can't afford to fire him. I need to buy another Saurus.
Yeah, I would not fire him to get the other Saurus. Because the Saurus isn't survive longer, so theoretically.
Yeah, no, I can't fire him and rehire a skink. I need to buy another Saurus.
Are you keeping this team for next season?
Oh yeah. Oh hell yeah. This team it's fun. I don't think I'll be able to play anything else but Lizardman in the main league because everything else I do just gets torn apart. I mean, this team has gotten a little bit torn apart due to my bad plays, but what can you do?
It's getting quite bashy in it, the main league.
Yeah.
I don't know what you mean.
You've turned your Whittle team into a bash team, Callum. You know what you've done.
Alright, well, let's jump into the final game of the week, which, of course, was the 1%ers versus Not Big, Not Clever. And I fucking called it that we would get an upset this week. I said that there's no way both you and Andy are going to get in. And Andy's looking a bit dodgy now.
Yeah, that's dwarves for you when you get up to high TV.
It's like,
They drop off a bit, don't they?
The Bretts started with an early foul because why not? I think it's a good trade. Guard lineman for Dirty Player. 2+2+ because they're secretly elves.
Adam's a good coach. For someone that ain't played the game a lot, he's a good coach.
I do spend a little bit of time just admiring his defensive positioning at some point in this game.
Yeah.
He's done some stellar work with these Bretts. And he gets rewarded with his good play with a blitz. I mean, he doesn't do much with it, but he gets a blitz regardless. Obviously, Wood Elves and Rats and higher movement teams can do more from the blitz than a deep running Bretonian team.
Yeah, but the way the dwarves were set up, then you couldn't do much with it anyway. You can only knock one person out of the way.
But yeah, this is what I'm talking. It's like good. This is what we're talking about. Great defensive positioning. It looks lovely. And then
Red dice.
yeah, but it was red dice against the ball with wrestle against a piece that doesn't have dodge.
Oh,
Yeah,
lucky.
valid.
Bear in mind, Adam's also got a wizard in front, which means if the dwarves don't score this half, it's looking very bad for them. But yeah, just targeting the scoring threats, pushing them away. Good job.
Andy's got a reroll for his turn 8. Oh, it's gone. So he obviously didn't score.
He didn't have a chance. He didn't even try for this.
Boom.
He didn't even try for it. That's why he didn't even get
Good
it straight away.
fireball. Oh, no,
Oh.
pretty mediocre fireball,
Mediocre
actually.
fireball, but the ball is down and stunned.
That's the main idea.
He spends a lot of time not. I think I would have re-rolled that and give yourself a shot on picking the ball up.
One dice. Why you make one dice?
Because dwarf 1 dice is a 2+, and it's fine. It's fine. Ball is nice and safe again. But look at that. Andy did seem to make it twice. Failed to notice that pieces on the ground can do something. Skull. Skull.
Oh.
Skull. See? Don't make one dice. Very simple.
Well, it was 136. Yeah, let's get the ball. Come on, re-roll that. Re-roll that. 2 dice against the ball carrier. Come on.
I mean, with only one reroll left, it's valid trying to be conservative with your rerolls, but I can see it. More injuries, more removes.
Right,
What is
Andy
this?
looks like he has a
dwarf
chance of
game?
equalising.
Yes, but strength 4 Bretonian Blitzer says no.
Coming in from the flank. Oh,
It's like right as you said that, it's like, how about no? Says the Bretonian Blitzer. And then let's just get that ball.
Does he throw it?
Doesn't, but he clearly should have.
no,
No.
no.
And it's turn 15. Did Andy put someone down there that is a scoring threat or not?
Not this turn, but he does next turn. Sorry, he does put a person down there, but
Right.
that's how we got it. Down you go.
Good play.
Contest over. Let's celebrate with a foul.
Love it.
So yeah,
Good win, wasn't it?
good win.
Yeah, that was just nice, solid.
Well managed defending in the first half. Slightly dodgy in the second half.
Ooh, so many removals.
I did think if Andy went to score earlier, he might have been able to get a win because I don't think the Brets would have, with the amount of removals they were getting, would have been able to score back on you. But I get risk management. Yeah, I'm just gonna try and settle in for the draw, and it didn't work out.
Yeah, Andy only needed a draw to guarantee a spot. Is that right? I might be wrong.
We'll look at the
probably.
leaderboard after we look at the teams, but yeah. More possession, which you would assume is more likely to make you win, but no. There's a couple of mistakes from Andy. Mistakes that I think when me and you were discussing it earlier on in the season that we think were going to cost him later down the line, and they haven't really been fixed yet. Basically, he's just left cage corners open and not kept the ball caged sometimes, has he?
But again, he's quite a new coach. We tend not to think of him as a new coach because he's done so well in in the leagues he's been in.
Mm.
But yeah, he's a new coach, and you're going to pick up on these just little errors in the game, aren't you?
Mm. Yeah, cage more often when you're playing dwarves, basically. Hopefully, we don't get to see these dwarves next season. We see a team that actually has named players. But
I think this team, whilst it's very good, has become like it can't really go anywhere now.
it's
like-
reaching a ceiling.
Yeah.
Unless you get a death roller. If you get a death roller, then we can continue the team. But if you don't, then it's done what
We're
it
not
needs to
supporting
do.
this
And
team ever. We can't support it.
I will support it if you get rid of all the players and just buy a death roller and have the entire team be a death roller.
If Andy wins the league, I'd like to see him come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if I win my wood elves? Would you like me to see bring my 2,100 wood elves back?
Yeah. Yeah, I think they're good to play against. They're a good challenge.
They'll get fat. They'll get the shit kicked out of them. But anyway, back to this game. 1%ers. We've got any level ups to them. Amazon delivery driver number 4. Good lad. There's the obvious 3 of block, click, and dirty player.
Maybe block. Maybe block I'll take. Yeah. See.
Yeah, maybe block because you want some block on your fender pieces. You want them to at least stay alive occasionally.
Hmm.
And then not big, not clever. Ulrim piling on.
Don't you like it?
Well, no, that's what he's already got. So what will you go for next?
I don't like it, but to answer your question,
Probably.
Tackle.
I mean, if you
Jump up.
if you can get- yeah, obviously jump up. Tackle sounds nice, especially with specifically thinking against the wood elves with the ludicrous amounts of dodge.
I think tackle.
I mean, obviously, if you can get jump up, take jump up because very important skill. But
Very important skill for a piling on piece.
Has he got a vessel player?
No, because dwarves will block.
Okay.
Are you going to suggest wrestle? Were you about to suggest wrestle when a piece has already got block?
It's an option.
Ooh.
It is an option. A
My
tackle's better.
Bretonian brain's feeling a little bit smug now.
Because you did that on your blockers, didn't you? Bretonian blockers.
2 of my blockers because I wanted a killer. But yeah. I think that's that for that team. There's going to be a subtle cut here, and then we're hopefully going to be able to look at all the teams
very subtle.
In state of the art, circa 2007 technology.
Wow, so subtle.
So subtle.
Very good.
So subtle.
Very good.
Very good. Very good. Love it so much.
I love the transition that you used.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Right,
Beautiful.
We're going to look at these teams. Starting off with Dundee. Neville, of course, is missed next game. But anything else? Walter hasn't been replaced yet. I would assume he's replaced one or two of his gobos instead then, other than replacing Walter.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this team. I don't understand Underworld like at all, to be honest. So I can't really comment. They're weird.
They're weird and rarely do well, but you know.
He's got
how
5.
do you build them? I don't know.
He's got what?
He's got 6 level ups in the whole season because of players dying and getting caned, and it's just it's an uphill battle for him. I think he knew what he was getting himself in for, but they turn really good, don't they? Underworld, yeah. When they're like 1900 TV, they're an outstanding team.
I'm going to go to Brown hides the poop, and look at our lovely cheeky level up icon to show what players has received a level up.
Oh, very fancy.
Diving tackle because diving tackle. I was thinking it's one of the two. I regretted taking short feet on the piece initially, and I don't think I'm gonna make him like a hybrid, you know.
Right.
I mean,
strength 2, diving tackle. Let's see how long he lasts. I think he's going to die quite quick.
Hey, don't knock strength 2 diving tackle, man.
You don't have much choice, though, do you?
Gods will punish you.
Well, the idea is he can get back and protect. It's like a last gasp sort of thing. You know?
Yeah, I can see it, and I mean, I guess if you've already got a movement up, sure feeder, like that's going to be your scorer.
I would like to see you have 2 catches with diving tackle, and then if you get both of them onto the ball carrier, then you're forcing a big dodge because you can only you can blitz one away.
Frank's probably getting
Shadowing.
Yeah, Frank's probably getting sidestep next, and then he's going to get diving tackle. But yeah, the idea is 2 diving tackle pieces. Yeah, next team we're going to have a look is the Ghoulies, who've got 2 level ups. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! What a level up.
Oh,
Well,
very strong.
very strong.
Oh, I actually forgot to mention, by the way, in his game, Strong actually died, but the regen worked.
Oh yeah.
Coming back from the dead with a strength up. Beautiful.
Strike him down, and he'll come back stronger than ever. And then we got Universal Credit with Dirty Player because Dirty Player.
Yeah.
That's got the makings of
disgusting,
being
but
an
whatever.
outstanding team, and it really has.
Yes.
You know, another 10 games down the line, that could be such a good team.
One more season,
No
we're going to be
permanent
saying that the
injuries on
Ghoulies
it
are
at the
finally
moment.
going to win it. Like
Yeah,
I
good.
thought Ghoulies would get into playoffs this season, and they still can, but yeah. You were saying, Willem?
No, I was just saying they like there's no permanent injuries on it, which is quite nice.
Yeah, that's another thing.
13 or 14 players he needs.
More zombies just to
Yeah,
pack it
no
out a bit.
benches. Not fun.
now. Probably the favourites.
No,
Along
how
with
am I
the
the
elves,
favourite?
along with the elves.
Wood elves are the favourites.
Yeah. The only other
Why?
team-
Why do you have 6 Chaos Warriors? I don't understand. Who let you have 6 Chaos Warriors?
I've been very fortunate. Yeah,
Duffel has blessed him, hasn't he?
I've been purposely keeping 3 beastmen with no SPP, just to put them on the line to get hit, and you don't care if you lose them. But I'm looking at trying to get a dirty player, so I've had to buy Aldebrand. I've had to buy him again, so I'm hoping to get a dirty player. And sack Lasarta. I'm not getting a Minotaur, no. I've tried them twice now, and they're a waste on this team. I don't need them on this team.
Not this team, no. It's the same. It's the same with the skate, which we get to. You only need the big guy when you haven't got the claw or mighty blow.
Yeah. But it's designed to beat up bash teams, and I've got a little bit of tackle and diving tackle, so I've got a chance against Wood Elves, but I was lucky in our first meeting, big time, and I don't see... If we meet again, I don't think it's going to be the same game.
4-0 was a bit of an injustice, I feel, but yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go to the next team, which is the Poets.
It's such a nice team, but it's like it keeps losing bits that you need.
Yeah.
Matt's last game this week, he's leaving us for at least a season, I would say. So
he does.
Yeah,
he definitely. But yeah, this is the last run of the fun, boys. I think they.
Callum, you broke Matt, all right?
I broke.
Okay,
Matt.
you broke Matt. He was fine up until that game, and you've just broken him, and he's now quitting Blood Bowl. It seems so. Well, quitting Blood Bowl in this league anyway.
It's a bit of a shame, but
yeah,
it's a team that's not progressed as we thought it would. Mainly down to a bit of Nuffle being a bit mean. A number of other factors, but it'll be sad to see Matt go, at least for a season.
Yeah.
Hope to see you soon.
Twice winner, 3-time winner, something like that.
Yeah,
So,
and to answer the question from a couple of weeks ago that I asked, Chaos Dwarfs was the answer to the team that Matt first won the league with.
season 7, I think.
Pretty impressive.
Now, on to the next team. The Bellbusters. Needs more block.
Does
Right.
need more block.
Ben, I'll give you a tip now. ditch this team, get another one.
You know, yeah,
No.
that was his plan. That was his plan.
The
Yeah.
Hail Mary. It's.
Nah, ditch this team. Use
too
whatever
good.
team you're thinking. But Amazon are just going to be too hard in this league. You'll never win with Amazon in this league unless you're bloody well good coach.
Cough, cough, Phil.
Yeah, jammy git.
Jammy get. Moving on to the Under City Vermin. And the first level up we've seen in a while. And oh, what a surprise! Eugene Genocide's gone and got Mighty Blow. What a surprise! Who would have seen that one coming, hey?
Of course.
What next? Piling on?
Alistair should totally keep this team for next season. He should get rid of the Rat Ogre. Get rid of him.
No. Keep the Rat Ogre until you get Claw.
All right, fair point maybe, but I don't think Alistair used the Rat Ogre that well. Like when he used it first turn, I think he relies on it a bit too much, and I think he can lose him games. But this is a bloody wicked Skaven team, better than my Skaven team, I think.
You take those. You just look at those 4 gutter runners, and everyone's going to poo their pants at them.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Just awful.
I'd love to use that team next season.
And then we're going to go to the Nurgle She Wrote. We've got another level up. Oh, neither of our suggestions here. Wild Sheep Chase has gone and got 2 heads.
Yeah, I like it.
Sure.
That's a running
Sure.
piece then, clearly.
Yeah, good. So dodging through a tackle zone on 2+.
Yeah, it does still need dodge though, otherwise that piece is not going to survive very, very long. If he gets dodged, that piece reaches star, definitely.
Yeah.
On to IDF, another level up. Kick, Bone Catcher goes and gets kick.
Okay, Willem nailed it.
Good call, Willem.
Yeah.
And
You
then
need something.
Pure Massacre gives himself break tackle because, stand firm would be a better choice in my opinion, but each their own.
I need him to put the guard in the right place, and hopefully getting block on him soon. So that would, I want break tackle.
And maybe a cage diver. Maybe.
Maybe a case.
No.
If he gets blocked, he gets blocked.
Yeah, true.
If he rolled a double next, would you take block or would you take dodge?
Oof.
That is actually a really good question. I wouldn't
Because
know.
Dodge stand firm, guard is OP.
No. I think I would actually. I don't know. I maybe want to take wrestle, just because
No.
the amount of block,
No.
the amount of block in this main league is ridiculous.
Well, let's have a look at next season what it's going to look like before you.
Yeah, true. That'll be the question. And I mean, he's a bit away from a level up anyway.
And you haven't sacked Acid Rain yet, so I'm assuming you are keeping him.
Yeah, I can't even afford to rehire him at the moment. Like,
Oh yeah, you can't. Yeah, you're 10k short, aren't you? Oh,
mhm.
next team. We've got the Bretts.
Kick.
Sensible choice.
Yep. Kick, dirty fire.
Kick, dirty play again. I had to go with block, but kick's fine. File team. We have not big, not clever. Stand firm.
Stand firm. Okay.
Are we going for
Okay.
the Daniel score of dwarving? It seems.
Yeah, I don't like stand firm on a blitzer because
No, but it's supposed to be blitzing.
I would. Yeah, no, that's not. You're not using them as positionals. Well, sorry, you're not using them to get things in the right place. You're using them to remove players.
He's got 5 stand firm on that team, though. Like, you try breaking cages, you try scoring 1-turn touchdowns against all that. It's stand firm.
I don't need to break cages when I can stunty dodge into them.
Takes one person to decide, you know what, I'm taking Juggernaut to ruin his day, though.
Yeah. Oh, I could take Juggernaut if I don't get the block. Oh, you've put ideas into my head.
Just to push a stand firm guy about.
And it has other uses, but yeah, no.
Just a quick look at the league, and then we will be done. At the top, we've got Brown Highs, the question mark, are guaranteed to be through, along with the Claws. The Claws have to place the IDF, so that's going to be an interesting fight. Because of that, because IDF are on 17 points, no one higher than the Poets can actually get into the playoffs.
But they're 8 touchdowns down.
Yeah, 8 touchdowns down, so they need the Claws to do a dominating performance and then win their game against. I think they're playing the Ghoulies.
The 1%, who are the 1%ers playing?
The 1%ers are playing the Bellbusters. So
Bellbusters.
Oh.
not the best of game, not the best of games for them, really, is it?
No.
No, the Ghoulies are playing the Poets, so that's an important game because whoever wins that is in a good position. And then, of course, Not Big, Not Clever are playing Nurgle She Roach, who can be the big joker in this.
That's the decider who wins that game. Because if Andy loses that game, pretty sure he's out of the playoffs, depending on how everyone else does. So
yeah, Nurgle already out of the playoffs, but if Ghoulies lose this game, it's like they're not in the playoffs, and then IDF can breathe a little bit of a sigh of relief, but not guaranteed yet, but a little sigh.
Andy can get away with a draw, can't he? 19 points, 4 touchdowns.
No, he can't.
You don't think so?
No, because the Ghoulies win by. If the Ghoulies win by 2 or even 3, it will go down to touchdowns scored because it'll be saved.
Yeah.
And the Ghoulies will get through on that because they've scored more touchdowns. And then, of course, if the IDF win against you as well, then Andy is down to 5th.
Yeah, okay.
So it's not guaranteed for him. He needs a bit. A draw is squeaky bum time. Depends when he's playing his game, because if he's playing his game last, he knows more information about what he needs. I'm being an absolute masochist. I said to Alistair, I want to play today or Thursday. He chose today.
Right. I couldn't play Thursday.
I think at this point it's next week's recap's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting.
Yeah. We'll see you next week, guys. Naffle bless.
Yes.
Cheers.